Welcome back to On the Spot, Season 4. Me, of course, Steve Lenz, the host. I'm here with Stanley Roberts.
What's up?
You might know him from behaving badly on Kron 4 News. He's my guest today. We're starting the season off, and you ready for On the Spot?
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's start with the questions. Question one.
When did they roll the bucket by with the cue the loud bucket with the wheels?
Just go, Jim.
No, let it roll, man.
Right.
Just go with it, bro.
All right. What are your thoughts on real estate market?
Don't get me started, man. They just built a new house in my neighborhood that the lot is $2 million.
Yeah.
The house isn't even built yet.
Okay.
So it's basically a $4 million home. It has views, but not. It doesn't have any ocean views. You would think for $4 million, you have a helicopter pad, an Olympic-sized pool. What's that pool where it looks like it goes to an infinity pool?
Yeah.
Subway station, 2 Bentleys, and you just get the land.
Yeah.
$2 million, and you got to build a house.
You got a struggle you want to share with us that you had growing up, or like in work?
Well, I mean, if you look at my Twitter, there were cases where I talked about how I grew up with nothing. So,
Okay.
So, everything I got is from hard work and
You're from Philly, right?
And from Philly,
Yeah.
Camden.
Okay.
So I was born in Philly, lived there till about 6 years old. Moved to Camden, New Jersey till I got in high school, and then moved back to Philadelphia.
Okay.
And then from there I ended up out here. So.
Nice.
And actually I went to Salinas,
Ooh.
which is a culture shock in its purest form.
Yeah.
You go from where subways run all night long to where the buses stop at 6 in the afternoon.
Gotcha.
It's like, what the hell is this? And mountains everywhere, and no mountains. You have mountains in Philly, but mountains are garbage. A little different.
Okay. You want to share a quote that you live by, or share?
You only need one yes in your life to make it to be successful.
Okay.
You have all the no's in the world, but all you need is one yes.
That's a good one.
You got to wait for that one yes, though. You got to be patient.
Yeah. Favorite show on Netflix or TV you're watching nowadays that you enjoy?
Oh my God, there's so many shows on Netflix that I like. I remember that one of the shows that only did 2 seasons was Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm disappointed they didn't go 3rd season.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, it was good. Same guy from Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
So he's in that show. And,
Nice.
and of
check
course,
it out.
he did his own thing, but it ended after the 2nd season, even though they left it open.
Okay.
So I was a little disappointed. I wish they'd bring it back. Right now, I'm rewatching Breaking Bad because of that.
Oh, wow.
And you don't realize how much you miss when you watch it the second time, like 8 years later.
All right. So I know you're in the newscasting world. Who's your Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore. Well, I mean, I've been in the business for almost 40 years.
Yeah.
So you're asking me to pick between dozens upon dozens of reporters who I worked with over the years.
Does Dennis Richmond make it?
But
Does Dennis Richmond make it?
well, I wasn't never into Dennis Richmond.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Chew enough to say that was my go-to guy for news. I liked Pam Moore because we worked together, obviously.
Yeah.
She was good at it. She was honest. I liked that about her.
Okay.
Up and coming is Grant Lodes.
Okay.
I think he might become the next, the big name at some point.
Okay.
I've worked with a bunch of people who I've worked with who went to become super famous, like Harvey Levin. Would never call him a goat or Mount Rushmore, but he was, we worked together. And a bunch of people that work on CNN now, so, yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You're a little bit in sports, but who's your GOAT in basketball?
Well, I'm still, I was born a long time ago. I was a Julius Erving fan.
Okay.
Always will be. Charles Barkley, even though now he's like Charles Smackley because he talks smack all the time.
Yeah.
But obviously in the Bay Area, you have Steph Curry.
Okay.
The guy is truly a phenomenal basketball player.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a Warriors fan, but my better half says I should like the Warriors because they used to be from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So by default.
Gotcha.
But I don't go by default. I go by what's going on now. See, I'm wearing Philly. Represent all the way.
It's good. Good perspective. Something you did in the pandemic that you didn't do before that you carried on.
Something I don't know. I didn't wear a mask before the pandemic, and I'm still not running around with a mask on. I remember now. I lived in Arizona during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
We had a pandemic for 3 days.
Okay. All right.
So here in California, you guys had it for like 6 months.
It was every day.
Couldn't do jack. You couldn't say jack. Here it was 3 days, and they like you can take a break if you want to, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
So I had a video I posted of a mall that was completely empty.
Wow.
It was the weirdest thing in the world. It was open, but it was completely empty during the pandemic in Arizona.
All ask you this: you're a car guy, so you got a dream car you like out there?
My dream car is always will be a Bentley.
Yeah.
Love a Bentley. I want a Bentley, but I never know I can't afford a Bentley.
Okay.
But I like the Lexus LS 500.
Okay. Nice. Are you a fan of the EV car?
Electric cars, you know, I'd like to see one that gets like 400 miles. That unlike the that doesn't cost $180,000.
Okay.
So the Lucid
Okay. Yeah.
is about 180,000
Yeah.
and goes forever. You ever notice that the more we talk about it, they get?
Yeah. Enough of that. Yeah. You got a movie you recently watched or saw that you liked? That was good or bad?
I haven't been to the movies in a while.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's one thing, pandemic-wise. I haven't been to a lot of movies since it happened.
Yeah.
But if I were to pick a movie right now, there's not really a lot of good ones out there.
No.
There's nothing that makes you want to go. You have the level of watching movies.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I got to go see this one.
Yeah.
To, oh yeah, if I get around to it, I might go catch it.
Yeah.
If I have nothing to do. Or, yeah, I'll wait till it comes out on DVR. Or like, you know what, I'll wait till it comes out on VHS, which means I'll never watch it.
Share us a tip of the week. Business tip, success tip you want to share?
Don't give up.
Okay.
People start a business and it doesn't work right away.
Yeah.
And I always say, give it time.
Mm-hmm.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about when I did my segments was they weren't really taking off right away until one morning I wake up and I'm on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
How would I know that?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen it built up from your show.
It's like momentum.
Yeah.
So you got to build momentum and don't be afraid to push your information out.
Cool. Who do you want to sit down and eat with, dead or alive? You can pick a person. Who do you want to sit down and eat with?
If I wanted to sit down and eat with someone dead or alive, I wouldn't mind sitting down dinner with that guy. What's the billionaires guy?
Elon Musk? Elon Musk?
No, not him. The other billionaire guy, the one that has these lunch things he gives away all the time. He says, "Hey, have lunch with me," and then you get to pick my brain for an hour. And he's like, "Oh, Warren Buffett."
Warren Buffett. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sitting down with Warren Buffett for it, though. But, hey, Warren, by the way,
Okay, yeah. You're stuck in an elevator. Who do you want to be stuck in an elevator with?
Oh wow. I wouldn't, dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Prince. I wouldn't mind being stuck as long as we're not doing any drugs, any pills, we're good.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, as long as we're not, taking any propofol.
Yeah.
That's too bad they all died. Let me think of somebody who elevator right now. I want to be stuck in an elevator with a guy who says, "You know what? You're Stanley Roberts, and I'm going to fund your business. When we get in the elevator, whatever you need,
Gotcha.
sky's the limit."
All right. You got a favorite wrestler growing up as a kid?
Favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
Well, I grew up again back in the day when it was Chief Jay Strongbow and Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
And those were my favorite. But then I also liked The Rock.
Okay.
He was a wrestler and he turned into a big time actor.
Yeah.
Had a class.
Yeah.
I like the wrestlers who distribute a little bit of class.
Yeah. Okay. I'll ask you, so what city you live in now? And what do you like about it?
I live in Pacifica.
Okay.
I like it because it's always cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's cold as you know what.
Yeah,
so it's funny because I'll do a video hit and somebody goes, "Why are you wearing a hoodie?" I'm like, it's 100 degrees outside. You haven't been to Pacifica.
Yeah.
58 degrees on a good day.
Yeah, it can be like that. Okay, so what would you be doing for work if you weren't doing your current job? What would you be doing?
If I were at my current job and I could do it, I would like to fly 747s.
Wow.
That would be fun.
Okay.
Take off and...
They need pilots, I think. So
well, I know, but by the time I finish training, man, they'll be having new planes that fly themselves.
All right. You got a favorite video game or board game?
So I only played one video game my entire life.
Okay.
And that was GTA.
Really?
Grand Theft Auto.
You were a fan of that game? Okay.
I started playing it after I had my stroke 9 years ago.
Okay. Now it's on PlayStation?
And it was on Xbox, but a friend of mine had Xbox. Okay. I didn't own a video game.
Okay.
So I would play it, but the doctor said it's good for your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
And so I use it for hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
But then later in the line, I got a PlayStation for my for Christmas.
Yeah.
And so the only game I have downloaded on it right now is GTA.
Wow. Which one is it? 4 or 5?
It's the latest version. Yeah.
Okay. That game's still going good. You got a drink of choice?
Have a what?
A drink of choice.
I'm not a big drinker.
Yeah.
But I'm a Remy Martin person. If I do drink XO or Louis XIII.
Okay.
But I can't never. Louis XIII was $500 a glass. So let's just say, I've had it once, but somebody brought it for me.
Okay. You want to share us a guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure.
I know you got some with the Hidden Valley maybe or something. Or, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. What do you consider a guilty pleasure? Help me out here.
It could be, something you did that you regret doing, or something that happened.
Wow. I don't regret anything I do because I do it with a purpose.
Yeah. Maybe something that happened, you're like, growing up or something like.
I don't know. I guess my guilty pleasure is actually driving my car really fast. Yeah. But I know it's illegal, and if you get caught, you get a ticket.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do like fast cars.
Okay.
So that would be my guilty pleasure. Would be a fast car that's not like, I don't want to wake up the neighborhood to drive it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to step on the gas. Before I finish stepping on the gas, it's halfway down the street.
Okay. Let me ask you this: are you an Apple or Android guy?
I actually started off as an Android.
Yeah.
And then switched to Apple.
Okay.
And been Apple ever since.
Nice. Okay. And then you got a favorite emoji?
Emoji for me is the squiggly eyes ones.
Okay.
And I actually made my own emojis.
Oh yeah.
That are on. If you send me a text message, I can respond back with an emoji of Mr. Badley going like this. People go, "How'd you do that?" But it doesn't work for Androids.
Okay.
They just get the whole picture.
So is it a Giphy kind of, or just a?
It's a little bit of emoji that it's really small.
Yeah,
and it fits like the same emoji you put with the heart.
Okay.
But I always like the crap one because like everybody gives you crap. So,
Okay. Something on the bucket list you want to do you haven't done yet?
I want to go to Europe and spend like a month in Europe just traveling around.
Okay.
Eating all the fine food and I understand the food there is made better than here.
Okay.
Less chemicals.
Yeah, that's right here too.
Yeah.
Nominate someone to be on the show. That'd be good.
Vern Glenn is really energetic, full of energy. He's a great guy. I like him. You might have to get a little bit of he had a page called Vern's Stool.
No.
And it's because he's so short.
Yeah. Oh, does he have Vern's Stool?
It's called, yeah. And I was like, dude, you do realize that Vern's Stool sounds like you took a dump somewhere, right? I'm just saying,
All right. So from On the Spot, Stanley Roberts, me, Stephen Lenz. You have any questions about real estate or the market, feel free to reach out. From On the Spot, we're out of here.